This is the Canon 55 to 250 millimeter image stabilization lens. The lens, this is all the way zoomed in. Let me take this off, that can be a little distracting. Normally I have it mounted on a camera. So there you go. That's all the way in, and keep in mind this has a filter on it right now, but all the way out, let me get the focus out too. That's all the way out, and it's not that long. It's definitely not short either, especially when you throw on a lens hood. But it feels good in the hand. You know, it's an EF-S lens with that kind of kit lens kind of build. So it's a plastic mount. You know, it's got this big rubber grip, and then it's a good lens for all the Rebel cameras. I used it with an XS. If you're coming up from the 18 to 55 IS kit lens, then you're going to notice that the zoom is, I don't want to say stiffer, but it's more fixed, I guess you'd say. It just it doesn't slide as easily. There's no creep. You don't have to worry about that. The build quality is about the same as the kit lens. Polycarbonate all over except for the rubber grips, and then focus ring is plastic. It's just kind of a threaded plastic, but focus is it's not fast, but gets the job done. Image stabilization works really well. You can kind of hear the image stabilization, but I don't think that would bother anyone. It's just, you know, it's just a little faint noise. If you're coming up from the kit lens, you'll notice it's significantly sharper, depending on what camera you use, but it is sharper. There's a bit of barrel distortion on everything from 55 to about 100, and then it clears up from there on out. And it's pretty noticeable, but it's alright. You're spending 250 on this lens. I mean, it's not a pro lens by any means. It's an EF-S lens, so you get what you pay for. It's a good quality lens. It's definitely not a good walk-around lens. The range of this 55 to 250. I mean, if you were going to shoot pictures of people and portraits and landscape and stuff with this, you'd have to back up quite a bit. It's good for sports, but not so much sports at night. I used it at a soccer game at night with just stadium lights, and because the lowest aperture is 4, you know, it's not a bright lens, so it might not be the best for night stuff. Of course, I had a Canon XS, so the highest ISO was 1600, which wasn't that bright compared to like 64 on the T2i or the 50, 60, D70 on up. So you might be able to play with the ISO settings to get it brighter. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll throw some pictures up after this. They are going to be through a video, so you're not going to be able to see true quality, but they'll give you an idea of the range and whatnot in this lens. And thanks.
Alright, so here we have a picture. This was taken at, let's see, 250, so it's all the way extended, ISO 200, so generally low ISO. I think the sun was just about to set in this one. It was exposure time 1/250th, f-stop f10. So there you have it. That's it. Colors look good, decently sharp. I don't think this picture was as sharp as some of the ones that I took. I think this one was a little out of focus for some reason. Let me see if I can bring it in there on a crop. There we go. So yeah, a little out of focus. So here is another one. As you can see, the sun just about ready to set. Let me check out the details of this one. None of these are shot in RAW, keeping that in mind. And I'm shooting on a Rebel 1000D or XS in America. But so it's not a high quality camera at all. Pictures aren't going to be that sharp. This one at f18. 1/400th of a second. So, even as the sun's setting, it's good for sports. This probably isn't fast enough for a lot of sports, but it got the job done here. Again, this is an ISO 800, so kind of a high ISO, but still looks alright. This is at focal length 229 mil. Let me see if I can crop it in there so you can see it. So not that sharp, but again, I'm shooting on an XS 10 megapixel camera, so it's could look better on a higher quality camera.